Hi everyone, what's up? I'm just going to tell you some things that I never really was honest with you about, but I'm going to tell you now. And I know I have shared with you many things about me here on YouTube, especially my likes and dislikes as to what makes me feel motivated. First, in a previous video, well, two previous videos, one of which I told you I was straight, the other one I told you I am gay. And truth of the matter is, this is hard to say, I don't know what my sexuality is. And I really don't care. Sometimes I feel like I'm gay, sometimes I feel like I'm straight, sometimes I feel like I'm bisexual, sometimes I feel like I'm anosexual, but I really don't care. And I'm 32, but a lot of times I feel like I'm the ages between 18 to 21. And the next thing is that I don't have very many friends. No one really, well, people do talk to me. And I really don't have the money to go get a cell phone. In other words, an iPhone or like an Android or things like that. I only have this flip phone, and texting people, it takes me forever just to text. A lot of times I feel isolated and I feel like I'm invisible. Is it because I'm autistic? I don't know. But when I hang out with people or friends or something, I have things go on in my head, like I go in a different direction when I'm really just right there. And this is in my head. When I go in that direction, I feel like someone will ask me what I'm thinking or what I was thinking. And if they do ask, I'm afraid to tell them. They may think, or I may think that they think that it's just crazy or silly or something like that. When I'm talking to someone, I feel like I am saying something that they may not be interested in, or I maybe torture them in some way, because oftentimes I do talk too much. I think many people in this world do, but that's not my point. And that's why I like talking to you on YouTube in a way. I don't mean to talk too much, but when I look at you, I kind of look at your nose or your mouth or something, because when I look into your eyes, it makes me feel like I like you in a way that might make me fall in love with you, and then after a couple hours it will go away. But at that spur of the moment, it's hard for me to focus because it makes me feel like I'm going to quickly do something crazy, like kiss you or something like that. I don't have the emotion to, but there's that moment or two, or that second, where I feel that. Why? I don't know. A lot of times I have attacks in my head, in other words, things that you don't see as to what I'm thinking or what goes on inside my mind, things like that. But let's go with an example. Let's say that we're going down a path of some kind. Now, it doesn't matter where we're going, but down the path we find that it goes into a three-way intersection. We can also see that each path for miles and miles away has nothing along it. Okay? Now, when I get up to the intersection myself, I always feel and think that there are good things and bad things. Now, for instance, if I go down one path, path 1, I think and feel that something or someone will come after me. Something that I don't want to go through, or something I don't want to think of, or something that bothers me. I think you can understand. Down another path, path 2 in this case, something that I did to something or someone but never meant to do it. In other words, makes me feel bad, it makes me feel guilty. And then the third, something that makes me feel happy, inspiring, inspirational. And then down the third, something that makes me happy. Happy as in makes me or someone who is funny, or that gives me a good feeling, or a tingly feeling, or an emotional good feeling. And then down the third, something that makes me happy. Happy as in makes me or someone who is funny, or that gives me a good feeling, or a tingly feeling, or an emotional good feeling. Such as this 1993 episode of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, where we see one of Mr. Rogers' friends, Francois Clemens, singing a song. And Mr. Rogers liked the feeling of it, and how it was sung, I did too. And pretty much, I never really heard anything like that. It's like something that you don't hear every day. I always get the tingling feeling, though, when someone is moving their feet like a guy, or just what they're wearing, like this guy in this late 1980s Heinz commercial. And now I am just explaining to you these things because I can only do so much in one video because I don't want to, do so many things at once. But I just want to let you know this is what it's like to be me. This is part of who I am, and this is what YouTube's all about, isn't it? Well, that's all that I have. So until we meet again, John Toomey saying, you are you, and I am me. Together we can make a difference. Bye, everyone.